What has prompted me to, to think of talking in the manner that I'm going to talk. Basically, this morning when I woke up, I found, a barrage of text messages, phone calls. People have been trying to call me. A number of them are sending text messages and basically accusing me of not being considerate, or not taking or if I could put it this way, some of the words that they are using, betraying EDGAR Lungu in his death. This, I think, is a common accusation, that I am betraying EDGAR Lungu in his death, because EDGAR Lungu's wishes were that he should not be treated as a former Republican. He should not be accorded the dignity befitting a former head of state. And all those who were close to President EDGAR Lungu, they are fighting for this. So in other words, they are claiming that they are upholding EDGAR Lungu's wish. This is what EDGAR Lungu wanted. He didn't want UPND to have anything to do with his death. A number of text messages that I've received, they carry that kind of message. And of course, there is pointing fingers. They are saying UPND has killed EDGAR Chagwa Lungu, and therefore we cannot allow them to come close to EDGAR Chagwa Lungu's body. So these are the two issues. Number one, I am being accused of betraying EDGAR Lungu in his death, because EDGAR Lungu's wish was that he didn't want to be accorded the state funeral and everything that goes with that. Then secondly, they are saying that what is it? UPND has killed EDGAR Lungu. Now, I want to respond. I will respond. I will adequately, and I mean adequately respond. Monica, is this the best I can do? I think here is better. Yeah. I mean adequately. I will take my time. And respond or walk through the incidences surrounding EDGAR Chagwa Lungu until his death. Mungu mfikishe. I will walk through. I'll start during the time of Basata. When EDGAR Lungu first time tested presidency, and the narrative that followed afterwards, and then he became president, and then he was out of office until his death. I will come and run through those issues relating to what we are currently discussing. And I'm doing this because you have invited me. Immediately EDGAR Lungu died, my first address was that, can we mourn the man in dignity? Let us avoid pointing fingers at each other. That was my first address. My first address was that, please let us mourn EDGAR Lungu in dignity. Let us not point fingers at each other. Unfortunately, don't look at me to say, no, Tayali is being difficult, Tayali whatever. You have brought acrimony, you are lying, you are being mischievous, and you want some of us to look bad. It doesn't work out like that. In politics, it doesn't work out like that. You cannot just be there and be throwing things to the public and you expect us to keep quiet. So even those of you who are telling me to say, no, keep quiet, I can't keep quiet. I will not keep quiet. I will not keep quiet. That is not politics. Because at the end of the day, what these people are doing is politics. What these people are doing is politics. Nothing. It is politics, and I'm going to expose them when I come back at 15 hours. It is politics. It is politics, nothing of the way they treated EDGAR LUNGU. No, EDGAR LUNGU said this. No, it is politics. It is politics. And I will take you on. I will take you on. And the other point that I want to make is that why do I talk? Why do I talk? I mean, of course, somebody will tell me, no, Tayali, why don't you just keep quiet? Look, I am a politician. I will recognize the fact that I am a politician. This is a fact. I am a politician, and all the time when politicians are doing something, usually, I mean, the political spice always goes with whatever they do. Always go with whatever they do, politicians. But you see, for me, I want to look at my politics from a higher level. I look at politics from a higher level. I want to do my politics from a higher level. And this is where I differ with a lot of people. People find me to be difficult because, I mean, I want to go higher. It is not about just politics because we agree with this one and whatever, or we have got this agenda. When I'm doing my politics, I've got 4 aspects that I consider. 4 aspects that I consider. 4 aspects that I consider when I'm doing my politics. Number 1, the aspect that I consider. Therefore, before I come and start talking, because ndeisa mkula ndefikulu pa 15 hours, ndera ndefikulu. So I want to lay the background. I want to put away these other small issues when I come at 15 hours. Because when I come at 15 hours, I'll just be throwing punches. I'll be throwing punches. Therefore, I want to lay the ground. I do politics from 4 aspects. 4 aspects. You can even add 1. You can even add 1, which will be like 5. But anyway, 4 aspects. Number 1, I am a patriot. I am a patriot. I do politics from a patriotic point of view. From a patriotic point of view, I love my country. I don't do politics for myself. No, I do politics for my country. I want to go down in the history of my country as Tayali, who loved his country. As Tayali, who loved his people. That is number 1. I am a patriot. I am a patriot, and I sacrifice myself for that value of patriotism. I am a patriot. I mean, when I'm out here, I am a Zambian. I'm a proud Zambian. I'm a proud Zambian. And people will tell you, those that have interacted with me, they will tell you that I never speak ill of my country. Never. I never speak ill of my country. Some people have even told me to say, but I mean, you seem to be generous with your government, and yet you are out here. And I usually say, it's part of politics. Even Hakainde Hichilema is my president out here. No one, you can go everywhere. There is nowhere where you will hear, or no one will tell you that I spoke bad of Hakainde Hichilema as a person. I usually say they are political differences. That is how far I go. We have political differences. We have political differences. That is how far I go. I never say bad things about Hakainde Hichilema. I never. Why? Because he is our Republican president. He is our Republican president. And I respect that. Same with EDGAR LUNGU. I respected him. And all other presidents. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I am a patriot. And I never speak ill of my country or my leaders. In spite of my situation, everywhere you go, every office I've visited, people that I've spoken to, people that have counseled me, they will tell you this. So that is one aspect. One aspect is patriotism. The other aspect is the harmony of the country. the harmony of the country. It is very important that whatever we do when we are doing politics, we preserve the harmony of our country. You cannot lead a country which is divided. You can't. A good leader will always espouse to put people together. Once you unite people, you can enjoy leadership, and you can manifest your vision. You can realize your vision if people are united, if people are with you. If you divide people, you are not a good leader. A good leader strives to unite people, strives to bring harmony in a country. And I look for that harmony. So, when certain things are happening, which I see that there are a discord, what is the word? They can bring division, they can bring discontentment in the country, I have to jump in. What some of these people are doing, they are bringing a discontentation in the country. They are bringing uneasiness in the country. They are not bringing harmony. They are not preaching harmony. These guys who are talking about the so-called family of EDGAR Lungu, they are not preaching harmony. They are not preaching harmony. And I'm not going to be with you. As long as you are not preaching harmony, I can't be with you. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be my friend. But if you are not preaching harmony to my country, I can never be part of that agenda. So all of you who are trying to call me, all of you who are sending me text messages, I want to tell you that I'm not going to be with you, because your message, your agenda is not promoting harmony in the country. Me, I want harmony. So the only thing that I'm going to accept is when you start speaking a language of harmony. If you start speaking harmony, I will go with you. But as long as you are not harmonizing the country, I'm not going to be with you. Don't waste your time to call me. Don't waste your time to text me. As long as you are not preaching that harmony, I'm not with you. I'm not with you. The other aspect that I consider in my politics is the reputation of the country. The reputation of the country. I'm telling you, some of you who may not have traveled out here and get to be judged by where you come from. I'm telling you, I have traveled, and especially this time around, the different countries where I've been, I have come to learn how important it is to have a country which has got a good reputation. I have come to believe, and it is important to have a country that has got a good reputation. There are places where you go, they see you, you are a foreigner. It is not enough that you have got a visa. They will ask you, where do you come from? They want to know which country. Yes, you are all foreigners. You are 10 foreigners coming from 10 countries. Among those 10 foreigners, one will be treated better than the other. So the reputation of a country is very important. You are out there to rent an apartment. An agent has advertised the house, and you apply to say, I want to rent this house. I'm a foreigner. They look at you. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Which country? It is so serious in some of these countries about where you come from, the country where you come from. At some airports, you are arriving, you give them a passport. They start checking which countries you have visited. You may be a Zambian, but they start checking, have you visited this country? If you have visited that country, they put you aside, or they start questioning you. You don't belong to that country for that. You can imagine, you are not a citizen of whichever country. I don't want to get into diplomatic issues, but you have never, you don't belong to that country. But the moment you mention that you went to this country, they give you problems. By association, by the fact that you visited that country, they say, no, you won't do this, or you are disadvantaged. So the reputation of a country is very, very important in Demieva. It's very important. Zambia at the moment, you can fly to about 41, 42 countries without visas. But other countries, they have got more places where they can go without visas. Other countries, they have got very limited places where they can go without visas because of the reputation. Because of the reputation. When they see us, especially here as black, you are a foreigner, the first thing that they ask you is, where is your visa? You show them your visa. The next thing that they ask you, where do you come from? Where do you come from? And depending on the country where you come from, even your visa is questioned. As a Zambian, my visa has never been questioned, never. The moment they ask me, where do you come from? Zambia. That's it. No issue. Let you mention another country, especially some of these countries. You mention that country, even your visa, which is valid, they'll start checking it. They'll turn it around. They will enter into the computers to make sure to see if indeed the visa is okay. And even if your visa is okay, they will still check you to say, they will start asking you, what do you do? What do you want here? You can imagine. So the reputation of a country, you people, my brothers and sisters, is very important. And who makes that reputation? It is about us. It is ourselves. How we carry ourselves. What we say about our country. When we are out here, because you have got a political agenda, and you start speaking so much negative about Zambia, you are denting the reputation of a country. You are denting the reputation of a country. So at every opportunity, in spite of what you are going through, you must make sure that you preserve the reputation of a country. The good image of a country, you need to maintain that. At every opportunity, you need to showcase to the world that you are an orderly country. You are a good country. Yes, we have got challenges. I mean, why am I here? If everything is okay, why am I here? I'm here because we have got challenges. But those challenges, they are no better, they are no worse than the challenges that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are having right now. There are challenges everywhere. There is no country where there is no differences, especially among politicians. There is no country. So for me, why am I going to make my country to look so bad? Even here where I am in this country, it's not that the politicians here are okay. Even here in this country, politicians have got their own issues. So I can't come here and start making my country look so evil. Like my country is very evil. Nakachinda was talking in South Africa there, making Zambia look very bad. But South Africa, they are having their own issues there. They're having their own issues. Zuma has issues there. Malema has issues there. So why do you want to invite the world to look at Zambia as the one that is so undemocratic, the one that is so bad? And me, I've criticized this even when PF was in power. Remember, HH also went to South Africa and they had a press conference there. And I criticized it. I criticized it. So for me, the reputation of a country is very important. So I am speaking out because I want to clear. I know I am followed by many people. I know even foreigners are following my page. Yesterday, I even had 2 interviews from some foreign journalists who were asking me out of what I said. So because I have this platform, I need to talk. I need to set things right. I need to set things right. You need to hear this. I need to set things right. I need to set things right. It is these people who are talking, they are talking from their point of view. So the issue of reputation of our country, the image we give our country must be preserved at all costs. And for me, I do that. The other aspect that I consider is the future. It's the future of the country. I will not live forever. All of us who are talking what we will not live forever. We will die. There was a time when Wakaunda was there. He is left. And whatever they did, we are living it today. What Wakaunda and his friends did, we are living. Part of what they did, we are living it today. Depending on how they conducted themselves, we are facing the consequences. equally ourselves. We are living today. What we are doing today will determine the future of our country, will determine how our children are going to live. What we are doing today will determine how our children are going to live. We are striving to educate our children, to create a future for them. But if we don't do what is right, whatever we are striving for our children, it will be hard for them to live. I don't want the future to suffer. Whatever I've suffered today, let the future be different. Let me contribute something positive. Let me contribute something positive. Let the future come and say, well, out of what he did, you know, we are living better. That is what I want. I said 4 aspects, and I can add one. Usually I'm reluctant to bring in this one because, you know, I don't want to mix politics and religion. But the other aspect that I consider is God. Do to your neighbor as you would want done to you. Do to your neighbor as you would want done to you. So, out of these aspects, this is what puts Chief Tayali, this is what characterized Chief Tayali in his public engagement. Patriotism, harmony of the society, harmony of the society, then, you know, the reputation of a country, the future, and of course, the love of God. This is what I operate on. And when I'm operating on that, Narishupa, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you give me, because I know when I'm on that trajectory, I am with God. So, at 15 hours, I'm coming back. And I'm telling you, tell your neighbor to tell the neighbor that Tayali is going to talk at 15 hours. And I will post the phone number that you will call in at 15 hours. I will talk, then you can call in, because I want us to interact. I want people to give their views. I want to hear them at 15 hours. I will talk maybe for about an hour, and then I will allow phone calls to start coming in at 16 hours. For now, I will prepare myself. I want to prepare my notes nicely. I will run you through all these issues that these guys are raising. I will run you through them so that you understand, so that especially you young people, you have a correct history. We must have a correct history. When you're talking about patriotism, it is also about the history. Where do we come from? What is true about our country? I am going to give it to you, and not the lies that some of these people are giving. I told you, let us mourn in dignity. Let us not point fingers at each other. But since you have started it, I will point fingers at you as well. But I will point fingers at you not mischievously, not maliciously. I will talk about facts which can be verified. We will talk at 15 hours. In the meantime, those of you who are waking up to go to church, go to church. Today is Pentecost. You know, we have received the Holy Spirit. That's why I'm wearing, you know, this shirt. So please go to church. Pray for our country. Pray for the people of Zambia. Pray for all of us. Pray for all of us. Let the Spirit come upon us to give us the wisdom, because we need wisdom. We need wisdom. So go and pray for us as we start the Sunday. And let us mourn in dignity. Let us mourn in dignity. No confusion. Let us mourn in dignity. We loved by EDGAR LUNGU. Let us mourn him in dignity. Let us not follow these people that want to hijack this for their own personal interest. It is for their personal interest. Let us not follow them. Instead, let us take a trajectory, you know, of dignity, mourning properly. Let the people, let the outside world look at us to say that we are an organized country. Let them admire us in the way that we did it. Recently, we lost a former Namibian president. Look how they mourned those people. Why can't we do the same? Why should we be dragging each other like this? Why do we want to create a scene so that people can start laughing at us? No. Please, na Zambia, let us avoid these people. Instead, let us unite. Let the world see that we are people with values, and we have mourned our leader, our former president, with dignity. Let us not follow these people. Nami papata. Chisum.